Hello food fans, going to have something really delightful for lunch. My latest recipe, something brand new that I have been having for the past few months. I enjoy it and I will share the recipe with you. We're going to use a can of, in this case, Kroger vegetable beef soup. And the last time I bought this was about $1.25. I have no idea how much it costs right now. And the reason I don't know how much it costs right now is at Kroger today, but they're out of vegetable beef soup. A lot of bare shelves at the grocers. So if you can find some soup, maybe Campbell's or whatever brand you like. And we're going to add potato and an onion, and we're going to fry it. We're going to have fried potato soup. Have you ever heard of that before? Of course not. You're fortunate to be here at the unveiling of fried potato soup, and we're going to try some for lunch, so let's get started. I have potatoes here in the pan. I've sliced up half of a big potato, and also I've sliced up about 1/8 of an onion in there, and I'm going to fry that on a high heat, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit of basil and garlic powder to the potatoes as they fry, and I will let them fry until they are brown. That'll probably be about 25 minutes. And this entire meal, including the dessert we haven't mentioned yet, a secret dessert, comes in at about $2 per serving. And the seasoned potatoes are making a little bit of noise as they fry, and I shall attempt to flip them over. Prices at the store are going up every day. Potatoes are one of the lowest cost items that you can use in the kitchen to make delightful, healthful, low-cost meals that I think the entire family is going to like. I'm going to flip the potatoes one more time, then turn out the heat. They're getting to be cooked very well. I put the garlic powder in there with the basil. You can see the brownness beginning to take hold in the pan, and this is probably 15 minutes at high heat. I've removed the lid from the vegetable beef soup, and we will add the very thick vegetable beef soup. The heat has been The heat has been turned off to the pan. The heat that was built up is all that we're hearing in the sound of potatoes that are very, very hot meeting with the can of soup, which was quite cold. And you have lots of vitamins in there. And that is ready to eat as soon as it cools down just a teensy bit. Well, it looks and it smells very good. I'll put the handle over here to my left hand. I don't know why. Feels more proper there. Now this is basically soup with added vegetables, the vegetables being fried potatoes. And I can add other things to this if I want to do so. Could have some toast with it, put this mixture over a couple of slices of toast, that'd be good. But I'm going to put some oyster crackers in here. It came from Ashley Smith. Thank you, Ashley. And a little bit more oyster crackers in here. And the store's shelves, by the way, I shopped at Kroger today, and Kroger had some bare shelves here and there I got 4 of the 2-liter bottles of root beer. And they had only 5 total bottles, so there was 1 bottle on the shelf when I left. And the price of the root beer has gone up 20 cents per bottle. It used to be 79 cents, now it's 99 cents, but that's the way things are right now. Prices are not only going up, they're going up fast. You can see the gasoline prices at the pump going up day by day, week by week. But we don't have to worry. The government is watching out for us, and they're going to do something about it. Yep. Try some of this. This is vegetable beef soup. Kroger's brand of vegetable beef soup mixed with fried potatoes and onions and some seasonings. And oyster crackers. I need room to open the coleslaw. Instead of the homemade salad today, I'm having coleslaw. This costs $3.39 at Aldi, and I get at least 20 servings. And Aldi's coleslaw is quite good. Over here. And we will have a secret dessert, a dessert that costs about 22 cents per serving. When I bought it, now it'd be probably 30 cents. Talk a little bit about show business. What can you do to get into show business if you have some sort of talent, like you're a singer, you're a dancer, you're a comic, you're an actor, whatever your talent is, maybe you're pretty good at it. What do? If you drive by a movie studio in Hollywood, there's no help wanted signs out front. You need to get an agent. Preferably you need to get into the union. And the union for actors in Hollywood. What in the world? Let me put this over here and open it, maybe. Doesn't want to open. It's turning. Making little noises, but it's putting up a good fight. This is root beer. Root beer has a great flavor. The soup, I think, is a 10-ounce can, 10.7 ounces. That means the amount of food in a can of soup is about the same as the amount of food you'd find in a banquet frozen food meal. There are still low-cost meal alternatives. Oyster crackers add a lot to the flavor of anything that is soup related. If you have talent, I personally would not move to Hollywood now. I would get a YouTube channel, do something that I could keep doing in a niche or niche, whichever way you pronounce the word. Find something that you're good at talking about, put up a video every week, become monetized, and you can make some money with your talent on YouTube. My reason for not wanting to be in Hollywood at this time is plain and simple the earthquake that is coming. There's going to be a big earthquake in various parts of California. There'll be lots of different earthquakes at some point. And I'm not saying that to frighten you. I'm just making sure you know what's coming, and depending on the time of day it comes and where you happen to be, it could be a big problem. But if you're living in some other area, you'll be facing some other calamity. So Hollywood might be right for you, and you might be able to make a really good career for yourself in Hollywood with agents who understand who you are and who know to which show to submit you for auditions. You can also do lateral moves into Hollywood, meaning you can become famous, maybe in the sports arena, do what Arnold Schwarzenegger did, become famous, and then go to Hollywood. Soup is good. 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 Other people find ways of moving laterally into Hollywood. They create a character for themselves, like Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman, who is Paul Reubens, was a character that was created for a specific show, and then they started doing movies with the character. Can you come up with a character that is so funny or so interesting? Another person who came up with character, Dr. Phil. I wouldn't want to do a show like that, but he makes a few dollars at it. Whatever it is that you do, try to figure a way to make it entertaining, especially with YouTube videos. I think YouTube is the best road to show business success that exists today. More coleslaw. Coleslaw made with cabbage, which is the way you make coleslaw. Coleslaw
has raw cabbage in it, and if you read about the health benefits of cabbage online, it might come as a surprise to you. I think this is a nutritious meal in that we have potatoes. I never peel the potatoes. I wash the potatoes and then chop them up into chunks. Summer's going to be here soon. I've already had some cherries from a cherry tree. Already had some tomatoes. You could also make this with vegetarian vegetable soup, if you can find vegetarian vegetable soup. Vegetarian vegetable was my favorite soup for a long time. Pepper pot also was a good one, but they don't make that anymore, I don't think. We have a secret dessert coming up. Good food. Fried potato soup. Who would have known? That is good. And that is finished. I'll have a sip of root beer and then we'll get to the secret dessert. I think they got a new formula for the lid on the 2-liter bottle. It doesn't want to go on after it gets off. It doesn't want to come off when you want to open it. Secret dessert is pudding. This is vanilla pudding. This came from Aldi's. It's about 22 cents each when I bought them. But I don't know what the price is right now. I will tell you that the macaroni and cheese that they had at Aldi for 34 cents for so long has said so long. It's going bye-bye. They still have the macaroni and cheese, but instead of being 34 cents, I think it's $1.25 or something like that. It's well over $1. Vanilla pudding. This is good. Aldi's has, if they still have it, they have vanilla pudding and chocolate pudding at a low price. depending on your personality, you can make it in show business. It's not just talent. You have to have a personality. You have to have a way of using a talent. And even if you're not as good a guitar player as was Chet Atkins, you could still sell more records than he did if you have the right song and you're playing guitar and you're having fun and people like you and your guitar approach. This is good. Fabulous lunch, low-cost lunch, healthful lunch, and I enjoyed having your company here while I was eating, and I thank you very much for watching.